Hello, everyone. My name is Dialo Diop. I'm part of the team Innovate Impalas, and this is for CS6023 Research Methods, and this is R2 User Needs and Design Implications. So for the introduction, Verizon Connect is a subsidiary of Verizon Communications and it offers fleet tracking and management software systems. Fleet management is the process of managing a fleet of commercial vehicles used by a business to primarily deliver goods and services. And a electronic logging device automatically records drivers' hours of service, ensuring compliance with regulations. So the problem space is that current solutions primarily cater to desk users such as fleet managers and operations staff rather than focusing on the needs of drivers. And Verizon is currently struggling with low acceptance of these technologies from their drivers. So for our problem space, we want to gain insights into the daily experiences of fleet drivers, identify factors that encourage higher adoption, and develop a driver-centric solution in one or more of the key areas below. So for behaviors of interest, it's truck drivers' well-being and opinions on the ELD system. And with stakeholders, there's long-haul truck drivers, fleet managers, and Verizon Connect. For the context of use, it's used by fleet managers and drivers for real-time vehicle tracking, route optimization, compliance, and communication in fleet operations. For the significance is that driver acceptance is key to maximizing system effectiveness and return on investment. Driver well-being is directly linked to road safety, and job stress can lead to poor performance, health issues, and unsafe driving. And addressing these issues can improve the well-being of thousands of truck drivers, lower the risk of accidents and other dangerous incidents, and lower business costs. How might we enhance existing fleet management technology to reduce work-related stress, both within the system and from external factors for long-haul drivers? For the background, we conducted a literature review, and we noticed that long-haul truck drivers may experience depression because of stress, isolation, and job demands, including long work hours, being alone on the road, and monotony and fatigue. We noticed that truck drivers often face unclear demands from employers and their customers, as well as violence and discrimination. We also noticed that long haul drivers encounter numerous job related stressors inherent to the transportation industry. And in a study we conducted with over 3,500 drivers, those who were angry, sad, crying, and were emotionally agitated had a crash risk nearly 10 times greater than those who exhibited model driving behavior. We also noticed that there's conflicting feelings on fleet management technology, and research provided from the Verizon Connect team found that drivers feel uncomfortable with the fleet management technology due to privacy concerns. So for context and user needs research, we first started with a social media analysis, and our goal was to identify key pain points and user needs for truck drivers' experiences with ELD systems. My role in this was to conduct an in-depth analysis of video content using the TikTok platform, and a strength was that this analysis is authentic and it provides real-world insights from a diverse perspective. And a weakness is that these insights may be biased or almost incomplete, and posts tend to focus more on negative experiences. And for method details, we reviewed long-haul drivers' content to identify pain points related to in-cabin technology, well-being, and overall job satisfaction. And we collected data on post-date gender, driving experiences, and other observations we saw. So this is how we did it. After gathering our information together in a spreadsheet, we made our fig jam in order to write down insights, questions, and potential solutions that could help benefit truck drivers and their experiences with their position. Our goal is to identify stress points and usability issues to develop fleet tracking solutions that reduce driver stress and boost adoption. My role in the survey was to help create, review, and distribute survey questions using the information provided by Verizon Connect and through our social media analysis. So some strengths were that we could gather specific feedback on stressors, usability, and workflow challenges. And a weakness is that many scammers complete these surveys, leading to inaccurate data. We also noticed that we wanted to incorporate multiple choice and Likert scale questions just to increase the likelihood of survey completion, since we noticed that a lot of people were starting our surveys but not completing them. So we did this by using Verizon Connect, our sponsor, and using userinterviews.com in order to launch our survey. And this platform provided us with our survey results. And with these results, we created data visualization using RStudio and Microsoft Excel. So for our competitive analysis, our goal was to identify strengths, weaknesses, and unique features of each competitor to inform the design of a more effective, user-friendly fleet management system. And my role in this was the analyzation of research of 4 different management apps and assisting in the creation of 2 different visual representations. Some strengths were that it reveals industry standards, best practices, and gaps, and it helped us to identify features that drivers value. And a weakness is that this analysis may not capture all user-specific pain points, as it focuses on features rather than individual experiences. A competitive analysis will examine the top fleet management systems provided by Verizon. And when we conduct research, we can officially determine if they are driver-centric, intuitive, unintuitive, or manager-centric. And each app will be evaluated and ranked based on the findings from Google Play and company websites. And these findings will be visualized on a white space map and chart to highlight how each system meets driver needs versus management priorities. And these are two screenshots of both of the competitive analysis we did. So for semi-structured interviews, the goal of these live interviews was to gain in-depth insights into drivers' experiences, challenges, and preferences with the fleet tracking system. And my role in this was that I led 2 out of the 6 live interviews that we conducted on truck drivers, and I also took notes on 2 of the 6 interviews that were conducted. So a strength is that live interviews provide a deep understanding of drivers' needs through real-time clarification and follow-up, and this helps make our designs more effective, user-centric solutions. A limitation is that these interviews were time-consuming and may not represent a wide range of drivers' experiences. The live interviews did an excellent job of delving into drivers' backgrounds, routines, and experiences with fleet tracking technology, focusing on how it affects their workflow and the stress levels that they experience. And this was done by us conducting interviews with 5 different long-haul drivers and 1 dedicated driver. After that, we combined interview notes into a large spreadsheet and transcribed the notes into sticky notes and collaboratively worked on an affinity map using FigJam. And these are 4 different links for our interview research plan, our interview guide, and our interview note taker guide, and our affinity map. For the discussion of research findings, we first noticed that fleet tracking systems can enhance relationships with management by fostering better communication and collaboration. And one quote from an interviewee, it states the tracking system assists me when it comes to driving and keeps me in check when I'm going too fast or following other drivers too. We noticed that a significant lack of communication and instances of miscommunication from management fellow drivers contribute to the feelings of frustration among drivers. And we noticed in the survey here that direct managers appear to be a significant stress factor among most truck driving types. And that would be this color right here, which is a significant number, as you can see. 3, we noticed that drivers appreciate ELDs for their convenience, finding them beneficial in managing their time and responsibilities. We noticed that interviewers 5 and 6 stated that they like ELD systems due to their ease of use. 4, we noticed that safety concerns are a primary source of stress for drivers, with many feeling anxious about their safety while on the road. And as you can see, other drivers on the road is a significant number, with it being 56%. 5, drivers for their current tracking technologies do not adequately support their workflows, leading to inefficiencies in their daily tasks. 6, many drivers express a sense of being underappreciated in their roles. And a TikTok user, they stated that they love their position, but they do not feel appreciated by their company. 7, drivers utilize various techniques to manage stress effectively, showcasing their proactive approach to maintaining mental health. Interviewee 6 goes to the gym and listens to audiobooks every day to de-stress. 8, truck drivers have developed strategies to enhance efficiency, often beginning their work with careful planning and thorough vehicle inspections to ensure readiness. And we noticed that interview 1, 3, and 4 all have routines for when they check their vehicles. And this is a link to our research findings summary with our design findings, user needs, and implications. So getting into that, we noticed that the system incorporates nudges and prompts for managers to facilitate check-ins, for a manager to their drivers, especially during times of peak stress. And this can help improve communication with drivers and management teams and foster trust and enhances operational efficiency. We also noticed that we should strive to prioritize driver safety on the road, and this can enhance retention, increasing drivers' confidence in their employers while reducing the accident costs, resulting in lower costs for fleet managers. We noticed that an implication is that our system should include recognition and positive feedback. And we also noticed that providing resources that support drivers' well-being can help reduce stress, leading to healthier, more focused drivers. We noticed that the system should integrate tools that can be supportive for pre-trip planning, and enabling drivers to efficiently plan their routes and conduct vehicle inspections can help improve road safety and reduces errors and breakdowns in order to save time. And this is our user persona. His name is Bob Apple. He's a long-haul truck driver, 55 years old, and works out of Orlando, Florida. He feels a sense of safety. He wants to feel a sense of safety on the road and efficient tools for vehicle inspection before driving. Some frustrations are a lack of communication, miscommunication with management, and he feels underappreciated, and he feels that there's inadequate support for stress management. And he uses an ELD, a road-facing camera, and multiple other cameras in his day-to-day position. So for lessons learned, we noticed that we should define our problem space. When we began our project, our space was broad, and after gaining feedback from TAs, professors, and sponsors, we decided to scope down to a topic that's more reasonable. And we also wanted to confirm our group roles, and we found that we can completed too many requirements as a group rather than delegating tasks. So we definitely want to define group roles next time and execute. And we also wish that we consulted our sponsors when it came to research. And we wish we reached out to our sponsor and received insights on how they conduct research as a UX research team. And that would have been extremely helpful in our research process. So we'll definitely utilize them more for throughout the rest of the semester.